Have you ever been on your knees, crying out to God and wondered, is anyone really listening? Is this doing anything? Or am I just speaking into the silence? If that's ever been you, then today's devotion is for you. Let's turn to James chapter 5, verse 16. Confess your faults one to another, and pray one for another, that ye may be healed. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. This verse is not a suggestion. It is a declaration, a divine revelation of how heaven responds when a child of God prays with passion and righteousness. But to truly grasp the depth of this promise, we must understand the context James is speaking from. James, the brother of our Lord Jesus Christ, is writing to a scattered and suffering church. These were believers under pressure, under persecution, and under the weight of daily trials. And what does he tell them to do? He tells them to pray, not to fight back, not to flee, but to get on their knees and open their hearts before a holy God. James chapter 5, verse 16 is set within a passage focused on healing, restoration, and the need for community. Notice the first part. Confess your faults one to another. Why is that important? Because the power of prayer is not a magic trick. It's not about saying the right words. It's about the posture of the heart. Unconfessed sin, unrepented pride, hidden bitterness, they are all barriers to the power of prayer. But when we humble ourselves, when we open up to one another, when we stop pretending and start repenting, that's when the power of prayer is released. Then James says, pray one for another, that ye may be healed. Healing comes in the atmosphere of honesty and intercession. God didn't design prayer to be a solo act. He designed it to be a lifeline between believers. When I pray for you and you pray for me, healing flows. Not because we're strong, but because we're surrendered. And then here's the fire. The effectual fervent prayer of a righteous man availeth much. That word fervent in the Greek is energeo, where we get our word energy. It's alive. It's powerful. It's a prayer that doesn't give up, doesn't get cold, doesn't fall asleep halfway through. It's passionate. It's intentional. It moves the heart of God. But who does this kind of prayer belong to? Not the perfect, but the righteous. The ones walking in integrity, not hypocrisy. The ones who seek the Lord not just on Sundays, but every day. When that person prays, the gates of heaven open, demons tremble, healing flows, chains break, the impossible becomes possible. So don't let the enemy convince you your prayers are weak or wasted. You are heard, you are seen, and your prayers, when prayed with faith, with fervor, and from a righteous heart, availeth much. Today, recommit yourself to prayer, not out of duty, but out of love, not with fancy words, but with a humble spirit, because your prayers are powerful, not because of who you are, but because of the one you're praying to.